How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the Origins 2017 Summer Preview. And I am here with Mark Walker from Flying Pig Games. Now, let me just tell you right now, I am completely prejudiced. These are some of my favorite games that I have played in the last year. And I'm going to let you show everybody how great this stuff is.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it. Hey, I'm Mark. Like he was saying, I want to spend a few minutes talking to you guys about some of the games we have out. Most wargamers have heard about Old School Tactical right here. This is the second volume. We're lucky enough to fund that pretty well on Kickstarter. And now what we're looking at here is what's called a production copy. What that means is this isn't a proof, this isn't a prototype, this is the actual game, and I look at the first copies that come off the line to make sure there's no mess-ups with it. So anyway, it's right here. This depicts squad level combat in Normandy, the Americans against the Germans. One of the things we try to do at Flying Pig Games is high quality counters and components. I think for too long, I've been a war gamer my whole life. Too much of this stuff, it's been, it's all about the game. It's not about the beauty of the game. But the beauty is part of the immersion to us. So anyhow, this game comes with this beautiful map.
And this thing is enormous, enormous. I mean, you can fit 3 small children on this thing. I mean, it's that big.
Even, you know, like maybe middle schoolers.
Yeah, middle schoolers in there.
But, you know, nice thick map, comes with several sheets of die-cut, nice thick counters, have these rounded corners here. I know some of you guys like to clip your corners. You're not going to be able to do it here because these counters, they come out so nicely. The way I store my counters is I take them out when I'm done gaming. I just put them back in there. So it's kind of like your Euro games or your Ameritrash as far as that goes. Rule books, scenarios, luck and data cards. What's a luck card? Basically, each side will get a card each game, and it'll let you somewhat alter the strategy and alter what's going on. So that's Old School Tactical Volume 2. It should be shipping to us in June. It should be shipping to all the Kickstarter people in July. I did want to talk briefly about the...
One last question. Sure. When's it going to be retail? When are they going to be able to get...
It should be retail in early August.
Early August?
So
great.
Our Kickstarter pledgers will get it late July. People that have ordered it off our website get it after that, and then the retailers will have it in August. So one of the Kickstarter stretch goals, I always want to call them expansions, they really are, is the Airborne Module. So everyone that, some of this doesn't come in here, this is my bad, some of these are other stretch goals, but it comes with more scenarios, your good old Screaming Eagles.
And these are gorgeous counters, and just, I mean, as good as you're going to get. If you're a war gamer, this is right up your alley, and the system is simple. I mean, it's strategic enough. I mean, I've always been blown away by the things that you've come up with.
Thanks, I appreciate that. As you probably know, Shane Logan is the designer, one of the nicest guys I've ever worked with. And he's come up just with a beautiful system. And again, you come up with another...
monster map.
Yeah, you have another monster map, exact same size as this. So, like I said, these are stretch goals. There's some player aids and stuff. I should have taken them out of that box because now everybody will be yelling at me, oh, you said that we got neoprene mats, but
when can I get my hands on this? Same time?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ship it in. Did want to talk, if we have a couple more minutes.
Oh yeah, keep going.
About 2 of my favorite designs, because I did them. Anyhow, one of them is 65. 65 is a card-driven game. So let's just throw these puppies out here. Now, unlike, same quality of components as you'll see in Old School Tactical, but what we use with 65 are these geomorphic maps. And what the geomorphic maps allow us to do is set up different scenarios. So it has these heavy mounted geomorphic maps that can be put together in many different ways, and it comes with 3 of them. So some of the scenarios, they actually that might use a setup like that.
Right. Just slide that up like that. There we go.
Thank you. Beautiful, large counters.
These are the 1 inch and.
Yeah, they are, and these, it's 1 1/4 for the vehicles. So for wargamers, we've all been playing with 1/2 inch counters. Heck, there's still some companies putting out 1/2 inch counters.
Oh yeah.
In great games, but I'm just saying these components are very big. What's interesting about 65, I don't want to run out of time here, but basically you do have counters. They are on a map, but the way you activate them is by using these cards. You're dealt a hand of cards each turn, and you can use them to, you probably can't see that, you have to trust me, but each card will allow you to do different things with a hex of counters, such as move them, maybe you rally them, or call an artillery strike. The whole reason I designed this game was to create a fog of war in a simple manner. You don't know if you run in front of somebody, you don't know if they can shoot, because if that guy doesn't have a fire card, he can't shoot. And to me, in all the books and all the Clancy novels or Harold Coyle or all the silly military fiction that we all read, that's the kind of stuff that happens, and that's the kind of stuff that happens in real life. And I wanted to try to replicate that in a simple manner with 65. Its cousin, because I think I'm probably getting short, a little short. Its cousin is Night of Man. Uses the, did I get it there? I did.
Here, I got it. You just talk.
Thank you, sir.
You got it, my friend.
Same system, but in Night of Man, you're fighting near future, today's militaries against an alien invasion of Earth. And it's one of my favorite games.
And the thing, you got mechs in here too.
You do. You have mechs in here. And one of the things I just forgot to tell you guys that I really enjoy with these games are some of these counters, or some of these people, some of these units, they have special powers. And they can be activated when you play the correct card. And these special powers can be anything from telekinetics. There's a guy in here that can pick up a tank and move it 3 hexes, drop it in a pond, for example, which is really bad for the tank, to a lady that can instill fear and shake the opposing units. So it's a mishmash of tactical gaming and maybe some of the stuff that you might find like with Fantasy Flight or something like that.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. My daughter, who's not a big war gamer, played with me, and she was just blown away by 65 and Night of Man. She was like, great. Oh, let me try them both. And we play it quite a bit, and I'm telling you, this is a home run in my book. It always has been.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
And yeah, I'm biased. I can't help it.
So am I.
All right, so there you go. Listen, find him at Flying Pig Games. Order these things. You can order online, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And all this stuff is available. 65 and Night of Man are available right now. And
you can pre-order Volume 2. It'll be shipping to you in late July, very early August.
Now, we also have the Stalingrad map with it as well?
Well, we have Stalingrad maps left from Volume 1.
Right.
Not a heck of a lot.
Okay. The Stalingrad map, unbelievable. The tactics that you can do is it's just such a fantastic thing. Mark, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, Rob.
I really appreciate having you here, and this was a treat for me.
Awesome.
All right, back to you guys.
I'm good. Have a seat, sir. I'm going to give you that so you can talk into it.
What do I stare at? Anything?
We're looking right there, right at that one. Yeah. We just got a couple of questions for you. Could you run me through the MSRPs of the game 65 and Night of Man?
Is this something I address to them or you?
Yeah, you can talk to me, you can talk to them, whatever you like.
Yeah, sure. So Night of Man, the MSRP is $80.
Okay.
And same for 65.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old school tactical that I was showing over there, it's a little more expensive. I believe it's 100.
Yeah, let's make sure we get you in here though. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? I believe it's 100. I'd have to go back and check.
Okay, sounds good. Someone was asking, you mentioned geomorphic. Can you go into that a little bit more? What you meant by it, how that works?
Sure, absolutely. That's a great question. A geomorphic map is one that can be put together with another map in any manner. So those 65 maps, and it's the same thing for Night of Man, those 65 maps, they're 11 inches by 17 inches.
Okay.
Okay. But they can be abutted with other 65 maps in numerous ways. So we have scenarios within that game, stories, levels, however you want to talk about it,
right.
that say put map 1 here, put map 2 there. The next scenario says put map 1 here, map 2 there, map 3 there. So geomorphic means they fit together in numerous ways with other maps. That's Mark's definition. Webster may say something else. Who knows? Yeah.
That guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And then there was one more question, which was pretty interesting, I thought, which was, do you feel any pressure to make war games more accessible these days?
You know, that's such a fascinating question. If we had 20 more minutes, I would keep talking about it. I feel two things about that. The short answer would be yes. Okay. The long answer is that, let's stick with the short answer for now, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I do feel that need, and I think that need is a twofold need. Number one, make them more interesting and more interactive.
Right.
Okay, that's what I try to do with 65. I mean, you're constantly, somebody's playing a card to move a unit, somebody's playing a card to shoot a unit, you may be playing a card to react to that, okay? The other thing is to make war games that are no longer war games. The strict definition of war games, everyone try to stay awake here because this is boring stuff, it has to be historical.
Right.
All right, I prefer strategy games. War games tend to handcuff you, and I love playing war games. But if you take a game like Night of Man, the handcuffs come off because I can have telekinetics, I can have people that, I can have small wormholes that transport units from one side of the battlefield to the other. And I think, for me, that's exciting.
Right.
And I think that for people that's exciting. It's just when you play a game, you want to get that aha moment. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. And I think you can work in more of that with strategy games than you can straight up war games. So yes, I feel pressure to make them more accessible, and I try to do that with our historical games, but I also try to do that by squeezing in more of the strategy games.
Yeah. Fantastic answer.
Thank you very much.
I think we've got it. Good talking to you.
Night, Tom.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by on this side of the table and giving me a little bit too. Rob doesn't get all of it, you know. We get some of the cool answers too.
All right. You take care.
Yeah, you too.
See you later.
Good to see you.